My dear students, today we are going to learn about chemical properties of metal. In my previous class, I told you about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Today we will learn about the chemical properties of metal. Metals react with different degree of intensity with air, water, acids and other elements such as hydrogen and halogens. Metals react air, water, acids, halogen. First of all, we should learn something about air, water, acid, halogens and hydrogen. As you know, air is a mixture of different gases and water vapor. So, mainly in air, oxygen is present, nitrogen is present, carbon dioxide is present and water vapor is present. Water means H2O. It may be found in three states: cold water, hot water, vapor or ice. Acids, mineral acids, different kind of acids are there. For example, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, different kind of acid are there. Halogens means the halide group of elements which are present on 17 column or 7 column on periodic table. They are fluorine, FLORINE, fluorine, symbol is F, chlorine, symbol is Cl, chlorine, bromine and iodine. These are called halogens. Hydrogen means is a gas, symbol is H2, hydrogen, and it burn itself. Okay? Oxygen helps in burning and hydrogen burn itself. So metal react with oxygen, metal react with water at different states. Some metals react with cold water, some metals react with hot water, some metals react with vapor. Acid, metals react with acid to produce hydrogen gas and metal hydroxide. Halogens, they are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Metals react with these halogen elements and metals also react with hydrogen and produce different compound. Now, one more thing you need to know, that metal has a property that it forms the cation, giving electron from its outermost shell. Metals forms cations. Metal forms cation, leaving or donating electrons from its outermost valence shell. Metals form cation. Cation means, what is cation means? Cations. Cations means positively charged particles. Cations, leaving or donating electrons from its outermost valence shell. Suppose you take the sodium atom. Sodium has how many protons in their nuclei? There are 11 proton. That means atomic number of sodium is 11. So electronic configuration we can write like this: 2, 8, 1. Suppose this is the nucleus. There are 11 proton here, and plus neutron plus proton nuclei. On the outermost shell, here there are 2 electron. Here there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electron. 8 and 2 how much? 10. And there is only 1 electron remains on the outermost valence shell. So the sodium want to release or donate this electron to other elements. How? Leaving 1 electron, sodium will how many? 2 and 8. See, there were 2, 8, 1. 11 electrons were there. It was neutral. 1 electron it donated to other elements, releasing. So it forms sodium 2, 8. So 1 electron donates mean 1 positive ion. This form is called ion form. This form of sodium is called ion form. This ion is known as cation. That means positively charged. So sodium is +1. Again, calcium Ca, calcium has double plus. That means it releases 2 electrons. Similarly, magnesium releases 2 electrons. Aluminium releases 3 electrons. That means +3. So this is known as how metals forms cations leaving or donating electrons from its outermost valence shell to form different compounds. What is written in your book? If we go through the books, let me see. Metals have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their valence shell. That means here. In the third shell or valence shell, outermost shell, they may have electron. How many? 1, 2 or 3 electrons. Sodium and potassium have 1 electron in their valence shell, as I have shown here. Sodium atom have 1 electron in their valence shell. Metals like zinc, copper and magnesium have 2 electrons. Zinc, copper and magnesium. Magnesium 2, calcium has also 2 valence electron in their valence shell. Metals like aluminum have 3 electrons in their valence shell. So 3 ion. Metals have high tendency to lose electrons from their valence shell. That is, metals donate electrons from their valence shells to attain stable configuration of nearest noble gas. That is, inert gas. As a result, they form electropositive ion or cation. This form of metals is called cations or electropositive. All metals have these typical characteristics, but degree of formation of electropositive ion is different in different metals. Therefore, chemical properties of metals are similar but not identical. There may be a question. Explain why chemical properties of metal are similar but not identical. Here you have to write this portion. Metals have a property that it like to donate electron to form cations. But degree of formation of electropositive ion is different in different metals. Therefore, chemical properties of metals are similar but not identical. This will be the answer. Now, reducing agent. As metal can donate electrons, they can reduce other substances which have tendency to gain electrons. Therefore, metals are good reducing agent owing to their property of electron donation. This is another properties of metal, that metals are good reducing agent. Metals are good reducing agent because it would like to donate electron. Here you must remember that gaining or addition of electron means reduction, whereas donation of electrons means oxidation. Remember it. When an element accepts electron, that means gaining or addition. When an element accepts electron, it is reduction. And when an element reduce electron or donate electron, it is called oxidation. So, when sodium releases an electron, it forms sodium cation. This is oxidation. And suppose OH, it is a group taking electron from sodium, this electron, and it forms OH minus. This is called reduction. Understand? Reaction with oxygen. Action with air. Magnesium, when burnt in air, combines with oxygen to form magnesium oxide, MgO. Metals like sodium do not even at room temperature to form sodium oxide. Aluminium is also fairly reactive metal, more reactive than iron but less reactive than magnesium, combines with oxygen and form aluminium oxide, Al2O3. Therefore, a fresh surface of aluminium gets quickly covered with overlayer of aluminium oxide when exposed to air. The oxide layer on aluminium protects the metal underneath it. When metal react with air or oxygen, part of the air, it gives a layer on the metals, but underneath the metals remain in pure form. If we remove the layer of the oxygen or oxide, we will get the metal inside shiny. So, some terminology you have to learn by heart at first, and later you will understand how it is formed. So, magnesium oxide means magnesium oxide is known as MgO. Similarly, sodium oxide is equal to Na2O. Next is aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide, Al2O3. So this chemical formula you have to learn by heart at first, and later I will describe how it changes the valencies and how it combines which one is electron transferring, which one is electron sharing compound. I will discuss later on. Now, metal when react with oxygen, what happens? When magnesium react with oxygen, it produces magnesium oxide. Here there are two, so we have to multiply by 2 here to make them equal. There are 2 Mg magnesium, so we will multiply magnesium with 2. The coefficient of 2 magnesium is 2, so it will become both sides are equal. When metal react with oxygen, what happens? When metal reacts with oxygen, what happens? Metal plus oxygen is equal to metal oxide. Remember this formula. It produce metal oxide. As I have shown here, magnesium react with air. Air means oxygen. It forms a metal oxide. Metal is magnesium. O is combined with magnesium to form magnesium oxide. So when sodium react with oxygen, can you tell me what will happen? Sodium oxide will form. Now sodium oxide, what is the formula I told you? Symbol sodium oxide Na2O. So how many 2 we have to give here? 2 to make them equal. 2 oxygen. How many sodium we found here? 2 to the 4 sodium. So the coefficient of sodium will be 4 here. Both are equal. Aluminium when react with oxygen, what happens? Aluminium oxide is formed. What is the chemical formula of aluminum oxide? Al2O3. So 3 molecules are there, 3 atoms are there of oxygen, and here 2. So if we multiply by 2 here, 3 to the 6, so we will multiply by 3 here, and 2 to the 4, 4 aluminum here. So both are equal. Another important thing is that sodium react with oxygen at room temperature. Room temperature. But aluminum react with oxygen with strong heat. Strong heat is needed, then only it react. Magnesium should be burnt with oxygen, then only magnesium oxide formed. So this is how the reactions takes place. Next to it, reaction with water. We are going to discuss metal when reacts with water is 2O. Some metal reacts with water at normal temperature. Some metals react with water vapor or hot water. So different metals behave differently in their action with water. Sodium reacts violently with cold water, forming sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Magnesium reacts mildly with cold water but vigorously with steam. Zinc and iron react slowly with steam, whereas noble metals have no reactivity with water. Metals in general react with water under different conditions and produce hydrogen gas with the formation of metal hydroxide or oxide. When metal, water in different forms of water, in different states. Some metals react with cold water, some react with steam or hot water or water vapor. Metal hydroxide produce metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Since it is very light gas, so we can show it an upper arrow that it goes out. Metal plus water, that means metal when react with water in different state, different metal react with different water in different states. Metal hydroxide is produced and liberate hydrogen gas. So we have learned already this, so that sodium react with water, normal water, vigorously and produce sodium hydroxide. Now, what is the formula of hydroxide? OH. Sodium hydroxide and release hydrogen gas. So it goes out, lighter than air. So, sodium hydroxide, this is sodium hydroxide. Magnesium react with water, it is cold water, and produce magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. H2, therefore we have to multiply by 2. Here it is. Okay. This is magnesium hydroxide. Now you may ask me that here sodium hydroxide is NaOH. The OH radical have no multiplied with no number. Here with magnesium hydroxide we have multiplied the radical OH with 2. What is the reason behind it? So if you know, it is better. If you do not understand, you phone me. In my next class I will describe all these things. Now iron react with water and that to steam, that means vapor, steam, produce ferric oxide. Ferric oxide. Ferric oxide. To make them valence, here 3, so we should multiply it with 3. Plus 3H2, 3O, Fe2, 2F. So we have learned something about what happens when metal react with water in its different states. Now we are going to read about what happens when metal react with acid. Most of the metals react with mineral acids and produce hydrogen gas. Copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid even on heating, while magnesium reacts vigorously. All other metals in general react with varying degree of intensity yielding hydrogen gas. As you know that action of dilute sulfuric acid with zinc metal is a standard method of preparation of hydrogen in laboratory. That means in laboratory, zinc metal is allowed to react with dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid means water is mixed with concentrated sulfuric acid to make it dilute, and when allowed to react with zinc metal, it produces large amount of hydrogen gas. So in laboratory, this method is applied to produce hydrogen gas. Now what happens when metal react with acid it gives out metal salt plus hydrogen gas. As for example, when sodium react with hydrochloric acid, it is dilute hydrochloric acid. It produce salt NaCl plus hydrogen gas. So there are two hydrogen here, so we have to multiply. The coefficient of hydrochloric acid is 2. There are 2 chlorine here, so we have to multiply here with 2. So there are 2 sodium, again we have to multiply the sodium with 2. Now another important example, when zinc react with H2SO4 means sulfuric acid, and that to dilute, it produce zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, zinc sulfate plus hydro. When aluminium react with hydrochloric acid, it is dilute hydrochloric acid. It produce aluminium chloride, aluminium Cl3, aluminium chloride plus hydrogen gas. So here there are 3 chlorine, so if we multiply by 3, will it be okay? You can solve it. 3 hydrogen, here there are 2 hydrogen, so we have to multiply by 3, 3 to the 6. So if we multiply it with 6, then 6 hydrogen are there, 6 chlorine, to make 6 chlorine here, we have to multiply with 2 here, 3 to the 6 chlorine, 2 aluminium, multiplied by 2. Is this clear to you? So at first you have to read the lesson carefully, repeatedly, and learn some symbol and valency of the elements, and in my later class I can give you some more idea about chemical equation and how compound are formed, sharing their valencies. Reaction with chlorine. Now metal when react with chlorine. Most of the metals react with chlorine to form respective chloride. As magnesium when react with chlorine, it forms magnesium chloride. Magnesium when react with chlorine, it produce magnesium chloride. Reaction with hydrogen, metal plus hydrogen gas, what happens? In general, metals do not react with hydrogen, but some very reactive metals like sodium, potassium and calcium react with hydrogen and form their respective hydrides. For example, when sodium react with hydrogen, it produces sodium hydride. Sodium hydride. Remember the equation. In exam it may come, what happen when sodium react with hydrogen? Then you have to give this example and you have to write that when metals react with hydrogen, it produce metal hydrides. Like this you can answer the question and you will get the absolute marks. So good luck and good day. Thank you.